Dear seekers of light, open your hearts as we embark on a sacred journey to embrace the divine message of love and grace. First question. Have you ever woken up from a dream in which you were being pursued by actual agents via an astral dimension and dismissed it as a figment of your imagination? But what if I told you that because their own bodies are too damaged to download greater wisdom, world leaders are now spiritually pursuing you to steal your divine insights because God has literally barred them from seeing the big picture? All of your strange spiritual experiences, all of the times you felt like someone was watching you, all of the times you knew something without knowing it, and all of the annoying times you felt like you were exhausted around certain people, will be validated by what I'm about to tell you. As you read this, the majority of people are unaware that an invisible battle is taking place. They have developed a whole covert operation to take your innate link to divine knowledge because world leaders, presidents, prime ministers, and the people who are meant to govern this planet are so spiritually bankrupt. What's the most absurd aspect? Your twin flames and soulmates are being used as Trojan horses by them to get access to your energy field. You'll comprehend by the end of this video why you felt so out of place in this world, why some people drain your energy, why you keep having strange dreams about agents pursuing you through various dimensions, and, above all, why your moment of recognition is approaching sooner than you may have imagined. Since most chosen ones are unaware of their true power, let me begin by describing what you are. As an energy divine being with a body actually capable of channeling higher dimensional learning, you are what we refer to as a grid worker. I am referring to codes of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that most people's bodies would practically burn while attempting to digest. I am not referring to the simple light codes that every spiritual person discusses on social media. Most people's spiritual circuitry would burn out instantly if they tried to plug a supercomputer into a regular household socket. However, you're constructed differently. This high-level cosmic energy can be accumulated, transformed, and metabolized by your body without decomposition. That explains why you suddenly know things without ever having learnt them from books, why you receive those random downloads at 3 in the morning, and why you are able to recognize connections and patterns that others miss entirely. This is divine hierarchy in action, not some new age dream. This spiritual game has levels, and you're functioning at a frequency that's far greater than the typical individual on Earth. Your insights are not only arbitrary ideas, rather, they are codes of wisdom that few people can access since their bodies are unable to store, transform, or even metabolize that type of energy for action. There is a purpose for this divine hierarchy. The fact that you are reading this message indicates that you are probably one of the many souls with divine hierarchy present. Your innate capacity to absorb knowledge is simply a result of your thought process and isn't always something you learnt from reading books. Your divine inheritance is that. You see things and have premonitions, and you receive a lot of downloads and insights. The divine hierarchy at work is you. If you feel the divine love, now is the time to share. Click the super thank you button on YouTube to contribute $50 or more and help us spread God's blessings. What you do is being watched and serves as a seed, and in the future it will come back to you a millionfold. The separation of Earth has already taken place, and this fact will fundamentally alter your perception of reality. You are currently living in two distinct realities at the same time. There is the split Earth, where we are living in a beautiful age, and this Earth, which feels heavy and chaotic. Many of us who seem to be remembering and reconnecting to the internet are in fact individuals who exist not just on this plane, but also on the split Earth. Do you know how it feels to remember heaven and feel like you belong somewhere else? This is due to the fact that a part of you is actually there at the moment. You are simultaneously living in the promised land and the aftermath of a cosmic separation. The reason for that gap you experience, The feeling that you're not fully seeing the picture is that you're concurrently bridging two realities. Many of us have been left behind, yet that isn't the reality. We are conscious on this side of the story, on this side of the planet, to establish order. We have arrived of our own free will. Nothing in this cosmos is wasted, just as nothing on this earth is wasted. You are the 144,000 that are constantly being discussed in spiritual circles. These are souls, energies, and people who inhabit both planets and frequencies. Are all of us waiting for a major cataclysmic event? The viewpoint I was given was very different. If time exists concurrently, Armageddon has already occurred despite the belief held by many that it is imminent. While we are living in the promised land, we are also living in the aftermath of the separation. I want you to pay close attention to this section of the film because it is when Spirit clarified to me that energetic siphoning is not limited to casual romantic connections, friendships, or lovers. No. A smaller diagram of what is truly happening on a greater scale is what you are seeing. Many of you who understand the two-timeline reality, where you live here and somewhere else, what I would name heaven at the same time, have been called upon by world leaders to contribute your energy. These individuals, whose bodies are actually unable to download these ideas and have them normally come from themselves due to their spiritual denigration, have brought your energy to the forefront. As a result, they spiritually connect their field with grid workers, energy beings, and spirits of high rank. To acquire greater knowledge and understanding, these leaders, whether you call them world leaders, political leaders, or something else entirely, bind themselves to these people, these citizens. They seem to be stealing your schoolwork, yet your homework consists of your divine DNA and frequency codes, which you have acquired throughout the course of your spiritual development. They're too perverted to make judgments on their own, so they're utilizing you as a spiritual GPS system. By stealing or riding on the wisdom and knowledge of the divine entities tasked for preserving the natural order on Earth, these individuals have managed to hold on to their position of authority. The real conflict that lies beneath all of the antics we witness on the outside is the one we are witnessing. Now, you may be thinking, this sounds crazy, but allow me to ask you a question that will validate all of your strange experiences. Some of my previous messages regarding these entities, these vampires, entering your dream space and reality to interview you, speak with you, and pursue you may have even struck a chord with many of you. In fact, you might identify with having tangible agents who resemble Smith pursuing you in the astral realm. You might be protected by spirit beings or animal spirit beings. These are the unadulterated aspects of who you are, the aspects that are uniquely you, even if they don't exactly align with being human. Your mind isn't running wild or you're having random nightmares. They are real spiritual experiences. The protective entities that appear in your dreams, such as animal spirits or guardian figures who assist you in escaping, are the unadulterated aspects of your identity that don't even resonate with being human because they are linked to your higher dimensional self. You are being targeted because of what you carry. It was true every time you had those interview dreams in which you were being questioned by entities, every time you woke up feeling as though someone was watching you while you slept, and every time you woke up feeling as though information was being taken from you. Most people aren't even aware that you've been living in the midst of a cosmic operation. Spirit led me to discuss the 144,000 and what it truly means in this context. Individuals, energies, and spirits that inhabit both planets and frequencies. Armageddon? It has already taken place. We are living in both the promised land and the aftermath of the separation, if time exists simultaneously. The portion that truly alters the whole playing field is the gap where you can't quite recognize it for what it is. While most people wait for some big awakening, some significant change, or some future event, you are currently living it. The golden age is here. The separation has taken place, and you are currently engaged in both realities. That sense of dislocation you experience, this is due to the fact that you are actually linking two distinct Earth versions at the same time. This will now explain a great deal about your path and the reasons it has been so challenging. Many of you who may have traveled in your divine order have encountered people who understand what heaven is like and where they're from, but they became torturers because they grew so entangled in the forgetting. They turned become the ones who cause suffering. I'm sort of understanding Dean's point of view from Supernatural, where he goes to hell and then turns into the torturer in order to get out of the torture. These beings, these frequently resonant beings, have been utilized as infiltration tools by the agents of this matrix, making much of your journey challenging. These tainted chosen ones turned into spiritual double agents. They enter your energy field through those who have your frequency signature. Your heart naturally desires to connect with other awakened souls, but some of those souls have been compromised and are now weapons against you, making it the ideal infiltration mechanism. Brother, whatever is done in faith is returned in God's abundance. You can donate $100 using the Super Thank You button and be part of this divine call. If your roots are connected to Him, your fruit will be blessed. This explains why you've met so many enlightened people in the spiritual community who left you feeling exhausted and perplexed. Your trip has felt like an uphill battle because of this. To divert you and draw on your energy without your consent, the Matrix controllers have placed corrupted lightworkers along your path. Whether you realize it or not, many of you have places you find difficult to leave, places where you are not accepted, and places from which you are unable to escape, jobs you are unable to quit, relationships that keep you there, and places where you are never welcomed. It isn't a coincidence. These controllers have developed a spiritual GPS system to follow divine beings like you, and that is their strategic positioning. They have placed corrupted souls around you to serve as energetic conduits between your divine downloads and their intense desire for more enlightenment. They also know where you are at all times and how to remotely access your energy field. In order to better harvest your energy, you're being held in spiritual containment zones. What is meant by powerful? It's really ambiguous. Since the Most High is intimately related to you and has ordinances and levels to the system, you are so strong that you are unaware of it. It is governed by wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which, by definition, gives individuals freedom. It is not about authoritarianism or tyranny. You are in that position. For a very long time, however, these spiritual beings, these so-called ascended masters, who exist in both the separated earth and the descended one at the same time, have been tailed or physically attached, spiritually and energetically, to these corrupted people in order to serve as the covert hand behind their power. They appropriate the Most High because they are unable to fully get rid of it. To hold on to power and authority, they make use of people who are descended from the Most High. These folks would be suffering from spiritual blindness if everything were coming into place and there wasn't all this energy suckling going on. Even if a rock were directly in front of their forehead, they wouldn't be able to see it coming. Rather, they adopt rituals and look for energetic hotspots where grid workers, these Most High beings who haven't protected their energy and have mostly forgotten who they are left vulnerable enough for these energies to follow and feed. The worker bagging groceries, the cashier at the store, or your grandmother in the house baking cookies are all citizens, not CIA spies. They exist in both realities at the same time, unaware that they are a king or queen. People who know exactly what they're stealing are harvesting their energy while they go about their lives unaware of who they really are. Because the 144,000, the selected ones, are snuffing out their vitality, a lot of this shadow operation is emerging. There will be a blackout and bankruptcy as a result of this. They are currently making every effort to stop this change in power. What do they do then? Pretending to be in charge, they use both technical and spiritual instruments to call these souls into ceremonies, plan certain locations, and gather information from them without their knowledge. They are plotting using someone else's heavenly DNA and their homework. Both sophisticated monitoring and antiquated ritual traditions are used in these covert activities. They drag you into astral rituals to retrieve knowledge from your subconscious while digitally tracking your energy signature. To increase access to your divine downloads, they have developed a hybrid system that combines cult activities with contemporary technologies. This mechanism is at work whenever you feel like your ideas are being stolen or appearing in other people's work, whenever you wake up feeling more exhausted than when you went to sleep, or whenever you feel strangely exhausted after spending time with particular people. What if these individuals were granted actual power? Even if the message I'm downloading is from a very futuristic time frame, it's still very much here. It will happen sooner than expected. The moment will come when these souls are given more prominence. In my dream, prophets were pulled from hiding places, their wisdom hidden deep within their chests, information that the kings, queens, presidents, prime ministers, and world leaders couldn't access. They have to approach these individuals personally and grant them real power. They could no longer ritually take from them, so they pleaded for assistance. That's our destination, and it will arrive sooner than we anticipate. The powerful people you know will be on their knees in this vision, pleading for access to heavenly understanding. Their covert activities will be discovered and stopped. They will no longer be able to use spiritual ties and rituals to take energy from behind the scenes. They will have to publicly recognize the actual spiritual hierarchy when the cosmic game is up. Without cosmic intelligence, their wealth, technology, and political clout will be meaningless. All this chatter about attacks on the selected ones? The controllers are projecting that through tainted spiritual energies. They want you to remain frightened and to maintain a low, approachable energy signature. In actuality, they are being attacked. As more chosen ones awaken and begin to protect their energy, their entire system is disintegrating. Another link in their parasitic network breaks down each time you realize your value and cease ceding your control. It will happen sooner than expected. I don't want my message to be difficult, so I'm going to leave it here. Because they thought you were corrupted, many of the others who came here with you, those who are awake in the divine reality, made the decision to also become corrupted. Parasitic creatures deceived them. Those individuals will be judged and must endure their karma for the rest of their lives. However, you didn't stumble upon this message by chance, chosen one. You were called by a frequency that only the most ethereal beings can hear, called by something old in your blood. The Obsidian Inner Order welcomes you. We break illusions, use prophecy, and start miracles in our sanctuary, where people who have been to hell and back do more than just heal. Our weekly happy hour Zoom session is more than simply a meeting. It's a lightning-fast exchange of revelations. You will leave feeling energized after crying with cosmic warriors and laughing with soul family. You're entering a league of misfits, prophets, warriors, and light-bringers who were never supposed to belong in this world because we came here to change it, not a group. It's time if you feel that the system has been deceiving you, if you've always known you were meant for a different timeline, or if your glow-up has your opponents hoping to bring you down. This is your cue that we should take control because we don't fit in. Astral Atom, link in the description, is the power source. They might never receive what was promised to them with you, and there seems to be an energetic incarceration associated with this energy that I'm observing. There is no distinction, so when they did something here, they also broke something there. I refer to the divided earth when I say there, this one already existing concurrently, which is why we are here. Time does not exist. It's already there. Therefore, when your twin flames or soulmates did anything here, they also caused a rupture there. Because of what they accomplished here, their resonance with you will seem to be lagging. The most tragic aspect of this whole cosmic play may be this: your soulmates and twin flames who were meant to be your allies were tricked into turning into the very things that were being used against you. They are currently dealing with cosmic repercussions that affect both dimensions of reality. Some of the most meaningful people in your life, those you instantly recognized, made decisions that permanently damaged your shared spiritual path. The reunion timeline has been seriously harmed, yet the love remains. This blackout is an energetic realignment, but they will portray it as an energetic attack. You're taking part in the biggest power shift our planet has ever witnessed as you protect your energy and resist being spiritually vampired. If you want to witness God's miracles, act now. Contribute $100 or more through Super Thank You on YouTube. Your offering is like a seed that comes back to you when planted. Let His light illuminate your steps. Every donation is an echo in His plan. You're not insane for noticing that something more significant is taking place. Feeling monitored or watched is not a sign of paranoia. All of those dreams, the agents pursuing you, and the times you felt like information was being taken from you were genuine. You aren't just dreaming about the spiritual conflict going on around you. You have been involved in a cosmic operation that is largely unknown to the general public. However, you now know. You know why you've always felt like you were meant for something greater, why this world has never seemed like home, and why you felt dislocated. You are more than that. In order to temporarily anchor higher vibrations on a world in dire need of cosmic wisdom, you are a divine being dressed in human skin. You have a purpose for being here. You are not here by chance. You are a part of a multi-timeline, multi-dimensional heavenly intervention. The golden age is now here. The separation has already occurred. You only need to tune into the correct frequency to realize that you are currently living in paradise. This whole illusion of separation will fall apart as more chosen ones come to terms with who they are and begin to protect their energy from unwanted access. Your cosmic mission is being fulfilled each time you follow your gut instead of following authority, choose love over fear, and stick to your convictions in the face of resistance. You're contributing to the restoration of divine order to a globe that has endured far too long of spiritual robbery. Now is your moment. Now is your time. Don't give up your authority to unworthy individuals. Stop letting your divine downloads be drained by corrupted souls. Recognize that you are the cosmic majesty that you truly are. The cosmos has been anticipating your recall. The golden age dimension, the separated earth, has been waiting for you to unleash your greatest potential. In the upper levels, your spiritual family has been waiting for you to finish your duty and protect your energy. This world has been waiting for a solution, and you are it. You are the heavenly intervention that will bring this planet's cosmic order back. It's time to behave accordingly. In a world that is set up to keep you from discovering who you really are, it's time to stop playing small. You are no longer in hiding. It's your moment to be recognized. The moment has come for you to assume complete spiritual power. You were sent here by the Most High to restore divine order and demonstrate to the world what true spiritual force looks like when it is fueled by love, knowledge, and cosmic intelligence, not to fight in obscurity.